And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to season 2 of the Loves Gymnastics podcast, brought to you by the Loves Gymnastics Network, brought to you by the creator of this, Michaela Loves Gymnastics, and her co-host, Oscar, aka Gymnastics Saves Lives, Miss Shayna, and Ezra. And together, we bring you the Loves Gymnastics podcast. Season 2 begins now. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. We love and appreciate you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, bring more people into the community. It's NCAA 2025 time. Let's go, girls! And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Welcome back to my channel, Michaela Loves Gymnastics. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this bonus podcast. I am going to give my opinions of what happened in week 2 before the big major podcast that we will be doing tomorrow with, I'm pretty sure, all the co-hosts. But I just wanted to get on because I finally have watched most of the meets from this weekend. I still haven't watched Georgia. I still haven't watched Minnesota's, but the big meets, I watched the Florida meet. I watched the Cal, Utah, OU, LSU meet, and then I watched the Arkansas, UCLA, Ohio State, Kentucky meet. And I have opinions. I have different opinions than I posted in the video that I posted this morning. The video that I posted this morning was basically my reaction to the things that I saw up until that point. This video is my reactions up into the things I saw until this point, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I keep going through this weird bipolar disorder, so if every time y'all see me up here and I'm having on a different wig, just understand that I'm going through something. I'm going through something emotionally, and I'm getting better. Yeah, the only thing I'm going through is I keep buying damn wigs. That's what I'm going through emotionally. I keep buying fucking wigs. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is going back to my video from this morning. I want to say that LSU looked great. Did they look as good as OU? No. And I have to really take back something I said this morning where I said that I feel like LSU is, even though they're not getting the scores that OU is getting, I feel like they are a better team. I no longer feel that way. I feel like, hey Shayna, hey Nisha, hey RJ, hey everybody. I feel like OU is the stronger team. OU looks brilliant already. It's only the second weekend, but OU looks brilliant. They look unstoppable. They look like the Americans and everybody else is every other country. The OU looks, Faith Torres looks right. Even Addison, I know Addison fell on her Yurchenko 1.5. She looks right for OU. Well, Nisha, be prepared to continue to be hot because when we get there, we better get there. But OU looks great. LSU, though, looks really good too. And LSU have I do stand on what I said this morning where I said LSU just have still to me a lot more to give to their lineups. They have a lot more growth that is possible. Like right now, LSU is using Olivia Dunn on 3 events. I don't think that's going to happen come later on in the season. I think maybe Kalia Lincoln might add another event, maybe a beam, maybe a floor. I think Connor, again, might add floor back to her repertoire. I just feel like LSU have more growth where I do stand on what I said, where OU, it's not so much as I feel like they have growth, it's they need to maintain their greatness, which is, I'm not saying it's not possible. They do it all the time. It's just, that's just where I'm at with OU. I just feel like OU needs to maintain their greatness, where other teams have room to grow in their greatness. Story. Who else? Another team that I think look good, but y'all gonna stop giving my Florida Gators too much Nisha, Shayna. This was their first week, where this was most other teams' second week. Florida, if you compare Florida's first week to other teams' first week, Florida's right in there. If you gave Florida a second week, plus it's an absolutely long season. Plus, if you gave Florida a second week, if this was Florida's second week, whereas other teams' second week, I would feel y'all concerned. But you can't compare Florida's first week to what UCLA did their first week. Florida ate them girls up. So for y'all to be like, oh, UCLA did, okay, yeah, this is UCLA's second week. This is Florida's first week. Florida did absolutely, positively spectacular for their first meet. You put Florida's first meet up to LSU's first meet, UCLA's first meet, OU's first meet. They're right in there. So stop giving my Florida Gators too much gymnastics fans. Who else did I talk about this morning? I did. OU, LSU, the Gators. Ooh, it's a team that I'm missing. OU, LSU. Oh, UCLA. Child, y'all are being haters. First of all, MSU, what's going on with you? Okay, MSU, ooh, I'm kind of scared for you. I'm not scared for you. It's just, there is a large difference between y'all A team when you put your A team up, the same way y'all did with y'all first meet versus the team that y'all put up against the Gators. And them. I don't know, like nothing y'all did was close. Nothing y'all did was as good as y'all did the first week. And I understand that y'all are testing up lineups, y'all are putting up different people in different positions and so on and so forth. But y'all had 6 10.0 vaults last week. In this competition, y'all went with 4 10.0 vaults. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I feel like y'all could. I feel like MSU are a better team than y'all showed this week. I am happy for UCLA in that UCLA was able to turn it around. UCLA looked like a completely different team. UCLA looked incredibly strong. Do I feel like UCLA got some gifts at this competition? Of course. Some of the things that I think that UCLA has right, UCLA, it's not necessarily right, but I don't like the way UCLA do their Volta lineups. Like, why is Shea Campbell so laid up in the Volta lineups when y'all have so many 10.0 vaults? Now, I understand Shea has a beautiful Yurchenko full. It's still a Yurchenko full. If Shea wants such a later position in the lineup, she needs to do a harder vault. I know she's capable of doing a harder vault. It needs to get performed. Even if she's taking a step on the landing, I'm pretty sure risk versus reward, I'm pretty sure she'll score about the same as she would score on a perfectly stuck Yurchenko full. I was very happy for Brooklyn Morris to see her looking strong on floor and vault. Finally. So that made me very happy for Brooklyn. I think the thing. Okay, now going up head to head, do I think if there was a UCLA versus Florida meet head to head, do I think UCLA would beat Florida? No, I don't. I don't think UCLA have the. I think of course I think UCLA have the star power and the firepower in their top 3 to 4 gymnasts, but their 5th and 6th gymnast is gonna always be UCLA's Achilles heel. Whereas Florida, I feel like they have more depth within their lineup, 6 through 1, if that makes sense. I know Utah did not show their absolute best at this competition, but I do think Utah is a stronger team than UCLA this season. I know Utah. As Urza, stop throwing the tomatoes at me, girl. I just feel like Utah is a stronger team. Now, have they put up their best performances yet this season? No, but I think don't sleep on Utah. Utah are those girls. Utah stands on business. UCLA is out for lights and views. That's the difference. I'm so sorry. OU stands on business. UCLA is out for lights and views. That's the difference. OU takes winning seriously. UCLA does not. I said what I said. My sister said what she said, and I can't help but to agree with her. I don't know. I don't know. Lead it. Lead it for all. Lead it for Utah at all. Oh, I see it. I don't see it for Utah at all. I guess that's what she's saying. There we go. I don't see it for Utah at all. I see it for Utah. I see it for Utah completely. I see, as Nisha said, I see UCLA fizzling out towards the end of the year. I don't see them having the stamina to maintain that level of performance throughout this whole year. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I think Utah is going to get stronger as the season progresses. That's how Utah always does. Utah always gets stronger as the season progresses. Um, the team that a team I feel like this is also need to be said. I feel like me as the head of this podcast should apologize to the whole SEC for our rankings for the last few weeks because baby, well, last week we did put Kentucky as last. Oh, Kentucky, I'm so sorry. I do not think you are the last team in the SEC. I do not. Do I think Brooklyn should anchor Flora? Is Brooklyn always is going to do her first tumbling pass the way it looked at this meet, this double twist and front punch front, always like that? Then yes. Outside of that, okay. See, the thing with Jordan Childs is this: Jordan for NCAA gymnastics, and they forgive a lot of things with a lot of other girls, i.e., Grace McCollum, i.e., Jay Carey. For Jordan, they're not being so forgiving. Her splits aren't good enough for the NCAA. She needs to work on her splits and her or do different leagues. Like instead of doing a strug, maybe do something in the straddle position. I don't know. Something in the straddle position because I think that's her league series is where she's getting the bulk of her deductions from that routine. Now, I don't know what leaps to tell Jordan to do. But and the issue with Shay Campbell is in her tuck position, she does not point her toes at all. So on her full end and her double tuck, it's just very obvious in the air that her toes are not pointed. Thus, that's to me, that's Shay Campbell's biggest deduction in her flow routine. Um, these are reasons why I think these two girls have never broken the 10.0 barrier on floor. Those two things. Um, I don't really care for Shay's floor this year. I mean, Shay's floor music is always one of the highlights to me, but this year it's just, mid, mid. Comes on those, yes, those flat feet. Well, Nisha, stop being messy. Um, I'm just saying this is why I don't think Shay is getting the tens that I think we feel like Shay should be getting on floor. Um, I will say this about Jordan Child's floor routine. I know people are saying that it's a lot of dancing, but it's a two-pass floor routine with one leap series. That's, and I think it's like a minute and 15 seconds long. It's a lot of floor music for, I mean, it. I'm not trying to say it's not a lot of content in the routine. Clearly, there is content in Jordan's floor routine. It's just very. Oh, Nisha. Okay, Nisha. Yeah, oof. Maybe that's what it is. I do love Shay, but it does feel like the exact same routine with different music for the last 5 years. And if we're going to play it that way, I like last year's music the best. I like her freshman music the second best. It was either her Beyonce routine or her Black Panther routine that I liked the best. It probably was her Beyonce routine that I think about it. That I probably enjoyed the best. Misha, it's the truth though. And with Jordan, it is a lot of beautiful dancing, right? And if I think if Jordan was doing something, if Jordan's name was Riley McCusker and was doing that exact same floor music, and y'all will be eating it up. But for whatever reason, it's Jordan Charles, and y'all criticism is that it's too dancey. When going back to the point I was trying to make earlier, it's only 2 tumbling passes in that routine. It's only 1 leap series in that routine. So in that whole floor routine, actual gymnastics, she's doing 3 parts. Everything else is choreography. So if let's say the floor, I don't think her routine is a minute and 30 seconds. It feels like a minute and 15 seconds. But let's push it. Let's say her floor routine is a minute and 30 seconds, right? In that minute and 30 seconds, she's doing 2 tumbling passes, 2 good tumbling passes. And I'm not criticizing her 2 tumbling pass routine because Jordan is giving me enough difficulty with them 2 tumbling passes that I don't see. I'm not criticizing. I wish she could. I wish there was a third pass, but I'm not criticizing. It's just a lot of actual, like with Brooklyn is what y'all think of as gymnastics. It's the traditional. And one thing with Brooklyn, I would give to Brooklyn, I'm so happy she did not give me a sad dying clown. That's why I like Brooklyn's routine this year. It's not a sad dying clown routine. It's actually like happy and joyful and stuff. And that's not what Brooklyn do. Brooklyn gives you a sad dying clown. And she did not do it this time. And I live for that, Brooklyn Morris. I live for that, Brooklyn Morris. No more sad dying clowns for you. She uses dance as a filler, and I feel which makes it a lot. I think for Jordan's floor routine to make it work better, I think her passes should be closer together in that routine. Maybe not do her double layout at the very end and then her front through to double tuck at the very end. So then the whole middle of the routine is nothing but filler. Or how about this? I don't mind the Prince music. I like the Prince music. I think the routine is too on the nose. It's too Prince. If that makes it's like I don't know. I feel like if it was a third tumbling pass in that routine, even if it was an easy tumbling pass, I'm not saying Jordan have to bust out a double pike somewhere. She could go round off back handspring, beautiful back layout, or round off back handspring, back full, or something just to fill the routine out. It's just too on for me. Like one of my favorite routines from Jordan was that Lizzo routine. And then the routine she used last year at the Olympics. But the routine she used, the salt and pepper routine, it was salt and pepper. Oh, I guess it was 90s theme. It wasn't 100% salt and pepper. It was 90s theme. It just wasn't so on the nose with the 90s theme, I guess. Or like she had parts of the choreography that was very clearly 90s, but the whole routine, every single movement in the routine did not feel like it came from the 90s. Whereas this routine, every single movement felt like it came from Prince, which but I like it. See now y'all okay, now y'all up here. I like it, Jordan. I'm so sorry. I thoroughly like that routine. I don't even know why the hell I got on this damn rant up here trying to defend this to the damn people. I like this routine, Jordan. Don't do nothing to this damn routine. Maybe add another tumbling pass stuff for real. But sis, I like it. I like it a lot. It could be something like a beautiful handspring front full twist. Just something to even out the routine a little bit. Or do or highlight your dance series a little bit. Make your dance series the third tumbling pass and highlight it a little bit more. Maybe pick different leaps though, but those are it's just too and because again it's college, there's a lot of filler. It's just too much. It's just too much. But I thoroughly enjoy it. But I can understand how people can feel like it's a little bit too much, a little bit too spot on, a little bit too on the nose. Um, I don't feel like Kentucky. I don't. I feel like we were being very disrespectful to both Missouri and Kentucky and Georgia and Alabama in our pre SEC series. Woo! Auburn and Arkansas, y'all really. I don't see it. Oh, out of Auburn or Arkansas, I guess I would. I would go right now in the SEC. Arkansas, Auburn, then Kentucky, then Georgia, then Missouri, then Alabama, then Florida, LSU, and OU. I am giving Arkansas. No, we ain't giving Arkansas grace like we gave Florida. Fuck Arkansas. Fuck Arkansas. You okay? I haven't watched it. Oh shit! Yeah, I have to watch this Georgia meet. I have to watch this Georgia meet. But I know one thing. Bama damn sure isn't as down on the list as we kept putting them. Bama is probably fourth. Probably fourth. Shannon said Georgia's last. I gotta watch this Georgia meet because I don't know. I just know Kentucky isn't last. I know Kentucky is not last. Nowhere near last. Kentucky is not last. I know. Auburn could be last. If I'm going to give Arkansas a little bit of grace, I know Auburn could be last. Auburn gets no grace. Auburn could be last. It could be Georgia. But okay, it's Georgia's first week too, then Shayna. It's Georgia's first week too. Well, Bama ranked third, then Florida's ranked what, first? OU second, LSU third, Bama's fourth. If that's what we're gonna do, because if we're gonna put Bama third, then I'm gonna put Florida first. So I'll be ready for the show tomorrow because I'm gonna be with the bullshit. I'm gonna be with the bullshit. Yeah, I really have to watch this damn Georgia damn meet because I wasn't planning on watching it, but I can't get a true discernment of the SEC without watching it. Alabama have too many 10.0 vols to be so far down. Kentucky have too many 10.0 vols to be based off of scoring, based off what they did without falls. They would have been a lot. I do think maybe Arkansas might have beaten them if they did not have to count a fall in that session. I have to think about this hard. I have to think about this one hard. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me, everybody. I got to go back and watch the scores, Shannon, because I don't know what the scores was from their meet. So we will go back and watch it, and we will come back tomorrow with a full opinion. So I didn't think of anything else gymnastics. Unless Addict streamed it. If Addict, okay, so people, y'all have options to rewatch these meets for free. It's hard. It may be frustrating, and some people may want to watch at their own accord. So I'm not going to tell people what to do with their time. But you have Addicts. Addicts Inc. is his Twitch page, but he's also have a Twitter page, which is his Twitter page is Very God Fag or something like that. And his Twitter page, you can watch all of the things he streamed at any moment in time that you feel like for free without ads on his Twitter page. The same way that I upload meets to my Twitter page where y'all can watch them for free without ads, he streams these NCAA meets live from his Twitter page. So you can watch them. There's also a couple of YouTube channels that will re-upload the meets. There's the one that I'm sure everybody knows about. My friend, your friend, number one gym fan. He or she. I'm not sure if it's a he or she. I think it's a he. I think it's a he. Yeah, so look, Shayna. So Arkansas is the last team, bitch. Arkansas is I gotta go back. I'm gonna form my own opinion. But based on the scores, it's not Bama. I think those four schools are the bottom four schools in the conference. That's not bad. You got the bottom four schools in the SEC is still probably in the top 10 in most other conferences. It's just, it is what it is. Fuck, I think I was in the middle of a thought and I just lost that bitch. Damn, I just had a thought and I just lost that bitch. When they do the national rankings, do y'all think because of UCLA's ranking that what was Auburn's score, Shayna, while you're giving out scores? Because hell, I mean, this is just helping me come up with my final thoughts for tomorrow. Because I mean, like, I'm just gonna rank my rankings based on scores. No, that's not true. Half of my rankings are going to be based on scores. The other half is going to be based off of feelings and emotions. So, do y'all think UCLA is going to be ranked in the top 3 in the country after this meet? Do y'all think the country is going to go OU, LSU, UCLA? Somebody. I think Florida is going to be like 5th or 6th in the rankings. What do you all think? I'm praying for everybody. I'm praying for everybody in Los Angeles. These fire things, that shit looks. Oh, so Auburn is So Auburn is up there with Kentucky. Auburn is ahead of Kentucky still, but Kentucky is way ahead of. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Kentucky. I'm so sorry. So sorry, Kentucky. You was whew, every team that we put last in the rankings. RJ, you in LA? Oh my God, Fred, I'm so sorry. Have you had to evacuate or anything? Oh well, I mean, if Alabama scored higher than Florida, then I'm not opposed to play. Oh shit, I gotta look at some scores, huh? I'm just talking shit like always without my facts, just talking shit, and that's why y'all love it over here at Michaela Loves Gymnastics. Mm-hmm. And I think OU score was absolutely deserved. They should be. OU's gonna be pushing 189 this season. OU looks fucking great. They just do. RJ, I'm so sorry, friend. Oh my gosh. Oh, if I have any other friends who are in the California area who is ducking and dodging these wildfires, I'm so sorry. I know I was on my high horse last year when my house got hit by a tornado. I could not imagine. I could not imagine escaping damn wildfires. Oh my God. Give Florida, but again, like I said, Shani, give Florida till next week, the second week. No teams other than LSU and OU was looking good first week, so I'm not worried. But them wildfires look freaking scary, RJ. Like, again, like I was talking to my husband, like a hurricane. I mean, even though a hurricane can come fast and furious, at least you have a couple of days to get ready to think about, okay, do we need to leave? Whatever. A fire. I'm just looking at, I could just imagine looking outside, like, oh, there's a fire like 2 miles away. Going inside my house for 10 minutes and be like, damn, the fire is in my house. Like, what the hell? Please, RJ, be safe. And, yeah, it's just these fires in LA. I don't know why. Way over there in California has my concern, but these fires in LA it's just something else. It's just, it seems so. I hate to be a conspiracy theorist about this, but it doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel like something nature. Oh, that's so great, RJ. That's so great. It just doesn't feel natural. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying who did it and what's going on. I'm just saying it just don't feel something that's naturally occurring in nature. It has to be, RJ. Just I'm from Florida, right? And I know cities in California are kind of far apart, right? So it just makes no sense how one wildfire could pop up over. I understand it's that general LA County area, but I used to live in Miami and Fort Lauderdale, and I understand how like you can be in Fort Lauderdale, let's say, because I'm from Fort Lauderdale. I need to stop saying I'm from Miami. I'm from Fort Lauderdale. You can be from Fort Lauderdale, but you could be from one part of Fort Lauderdale and be a whole hour away from another part of Fort Lauderdale, right? So I understand how you could be in one major city, but be in completely different areas of that city. So there's just really, it's just hard for me to, for if it's a fire way down here, Nisha, we finna get back to Jocelyn Roberts. We could get to we could do it. We could do it. I was gonna save it for the podcast, but we could do it. We could do it. I'm sorry, Jocelyn, and I'm sorry, Jocelyn's dad. I love you both. I believe your NCAA gymnastics. I do believe though, Jocelyn, NCAA gymnastics is helping your gymnastics, and you should not listen to the critics because it is helping your gymnastics by a lot. By a lot. But going back to the point with the fires, it's like, hey Oscar. It's like how can how can a fire be started in like this part of LA. And then a whole, like 30 minutes away in a whole different area, nature just brung the fire to that part of the city. Then like a whole 45 minutes away, nature just brung the fire naturally to this city, and no parts in between is on fire. It's just this area, and then this area, and then this area. I don't know. It just don't feel. It don't feel natural to me. It don't feel. It feels man-made. It feels art. It feels like somebody is purposely trying to set these cities on fire, and they don't figure out a way to do it. They were hitting me hard. hey, hopefully that does something for the YouTube channel. Um, it's just so weird. It's just so like I would feel not better. It just would feel more real if it was like a large ass fire in one neighborhood. LA do have a very unique geography from what my understanding is, but the issue is just the randomness of the fires and the largeness of the scales of the fire. It's just hard for me to believe that nature did this. Not to be a conspiracy theorist or nothing, it's just very hard for me to believe that any of this happened naturally. Um, well, while I have y'all on the line, it's this thing going on with the trans community. How you doing? Where it's this girl. She, I don't know this the way that I should know the story, but I'm going to give an opinion anyway. So if my opinion, Oscar knows the story, I think Shayna knows the story. So if I'm giving a stupid opinion to this, please correct me in the comment section. I'm actually looking at the comments. But there was this trans girl named Asia or AJ or something. And she was in this bodega in New York. And somehow, some way, she and some man got into an altercation where the girl unalived the man with a knife. So now the girl is in jail and being brought up on all kind of charges. And the city of New York, who's supposed to be such a progressive liberal city, is really trying to make it seem like the girl was some kind of knife wielding lunatic that stabbed this man for no reason, when the community in New York is very hardly trying to tell this story that she was defending herself. This man clocked her tea, figured out her tea, somehow, some way was being rude to her, and she defended herself with this knife and is in jail. And a lot of the activists that I'm seeing with this story is saying the fact that, what do you want the girls to do? Do you want the girls to always be victims? Do you want the girls to always be the ones on the other end of that knife and to be the ones who always are the ones getting unalived? The man was bullying her. Now, the police and stuff aren't pushing that narrative of she was because he was a postal worker. So apparently it wasn't, the incident didn't start over the fact that she was trans. I think it started because somebody was cutting somebody in line at this bodega, and somehow, okay, the NYPD and the news channels are putting out that she started the fight over her place in line for a sandwich, which is total bullshit. And the thing is, as a trans woman, sometimes, and this is for my girls out here, do that time in jail, girl. Be judged by 12. I'm sorry, be judged by 6. What is it? I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Yeah, I mean, I feel so bad for her. And when I do more research into the story, I'm going to put more information out and her defense fund or whatever. But what do y'all want us to do as trans women? Like, these men keep being aggressive to us, keep trying to check us, keep trying to bully us, keep trying to have sex with us in the dark, and then want to fight us in the daytime. So now we have, in this generation of girls, we have girls who aren't scared, who's with the fuck shit. If you want to bring the bullshit to them, they're gonna bring the bullshit back to you, baby. And you might be on the other side of this victimhood that you're so used to trans women being on. I don't. There is a video of 2 men beating her to the ground in daylight on a busy street, and absolutely no one tried to intervene or help her after they ran away. She was lying on the sidewalk bloody. This was before she unalived the person or after she unalived the person, Oscar. Like, again, I don't. And for whatever reason, this story isn't making the news rounds like it would have if she was the one who was unalived. And they could have said that she was out here tricking somebody, or if she was sex working, and they could have made it about she was tricking some people and they found out her teeth, so they unalived. If they could have made it about any of that, I bet you this would be all over the news media, making all the rounds. But because that wasn't the narrative in this situation, they're trying to do everything in their power to make this girl to be some kind of vicious monster. And I just don't feel that is the case. I feel like this was a story of one of my sisters defending themselves. So sorry to the young man who was unalive, but why was you out here messing with that girl? Yeah, so this was fun. Join us tomorrow where Oscar, Shayna, myself, and Ursa will be back to give you all a full big back reaction to week 2 of the NCAA. Now, I'm the Gator. Shayna is the where the hell is the UCLA? Queen Jean. That's who. If you want updates on this story, please follow the platform of Queen Jean. A Tiger is Shayna. Ezra is a Bruins. So tomorrow we expect a battle, because all 3 of our teams did good. All 3 of the teams did good. So we just gonna battle it out. I can't wait to see these SEC rankings from everybody, because they have definitely changed and shifted. I gotta find all these scores. Everybody, let's finish watching the let's go find this Georgia meet and let's watch it and let's get a full, honest opinion of the SEC rankings for Monday's show. And I don't give a fuck. That's no, Oscar. I think you like I think if there was one college team, I think you would be. You probably will. I think your favorite. I think you probably like the Gators. Or the Gators have most of the gymnasts that you like from Elite on their college team. That's what I would guess. That's what I would guess. But tomorrow we have all of those topics. I had a fun game in my mind, but I don't remember what it was. But we will do it tomorrow. So yeah, we have a fun show planned tomorrow, everybody. I love you all. This was fun. I love getting on doing these little solo shows throughout season. What? Okay, Nisha, while we being messy, because I'm not doing being messy for my podcast. But I'm gonna post this video too. So yeah, this is part of the podcast, bitch. I didn't even know Wilberforce was a thing. I didn't even know Wilberforce was a thing. I didn't even know Wilberforce was a one of the things for these HBCUs in the future, and I think I'm going to go more in depth on it in the show tomorrow, is I see what they did for Clemson and how they gave Clemson a whole year to organize everything, and they do not give these HBCUs those same graces. And when these HBCUs keep falling apart, look at how rushed and how thrown together they are. Again, not anybody's fault. Will you post the episode from? I would try, but every time I keep trying to download it, Oscar, it won't download right. So I kind of gave up. Yeah, I don't understand why these HBCU programs don't give these schools at least 1 year to make everything ready. But some of these schools need like 2 to 3 years to gather everything. Like they be throwing these HBCUs together, and these schools don't even have a gymnastics place for them to practice. Like, again, I'm happy that they are having HBCUs. It's just I see what they did for Clemson, and I wish they would give these HBCUs those exact same opportunities to build a strong team. Damn it, I picked up my phone to look for something. So, anyways, you guys, I love you all. We will be back tomorrow after I work, because I gotta go to work in the morning time tomorrow, but I should be off Tuesday, so I should be getting ready for the show. I really like this wig. I like that braided wig that I've been wearing for the last 2 days more, but I'm trying to save that braid. In February, I'm going somewhere to surprise somebody. And I plan on wearing that braided wig in February because, you have to comb the braids. So they're perfect for vacations. I don't know why I busted open so early when I should have been like, bitch, you got 2 trips you got to go on this year, girl. So you might as well save that wig for those trips when you can comb this hair because you're home. So, yeah, that's why I keep changing. That's why I changed the braids out. I love that damn braided wig that I just bought. It's a boho locks braids. Oh my God, I love that wig. I love that fucking wig. But I don't want to mess it up. I want to save it for my trips. I want to save it for nationals. Like this wig, I love too. Because of the lace. Let me tell you something about these damn synthetic wigs. These laces on these. Look at this wig. It looks like it's growing out my fucking head. These synthetic wigs are getting so much better. Y'all see, I already did do my personal nail reviews on the channel. Don't make me add wig reviews to this channel and be like, fuck gymnastics, bitch, and do wig. Child, I'm just joking. I could never. I really, 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 really love that braided down when I just got. Oh, I love it. But I'm just trying to save it for trips because it's the perfect wig for trips because you don't have to comb it. It's braids. Duh. And I have 1,000,001 braided wigs that I've been buying over the last. I've been on a braided. I've been in my brandy mood and sitting up in my room with my braids. But you know. Anyways. Thank you, Nisha. I really like this one too, man. These synthetic wigs are coming so long. Like, oh, this looks great. This looks great for $50. And I'm gonna keep it on my head for a week and a half, 2 weeks for $50. Can't beat that. Hairdo for $50, bitch. You cannot beat that. And with that being said, I love you all. I'm just rambling at this point because I'm bored. I feel like I want to keep talking, but I have absolutely nothing else to talk about. Let me see if I can find something else to talk about before I get off. Yeah, I'm finna get off because I gotta save some energy for tomorrow's show. I love you all, friends. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all like the color. The thing is, I need color. Like, I don't like this time of the year because it's winter. My skin is getting slightly lighter skin, so black hair. I don't look good in black hair like that. I need browns and reds and stuff to pop out the skin. I love you all. Let me do outro.
Gymnastics.
Fine. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of